So if you're thinking of buying a home in Southwest Florida, in this video I'm going to go over the top 5 things to do in Southwest Florida in 2023. Real quick, do me a favor, click the links below, book a call with me. I'd love to chat with you about all your real estate needs. So we're in Florida. What better thing to do than to go hit the beaches? If you don't know this, Sanibel Island is kind of an upscale island community that we have down here that has some beautiful beaches, along with Captiva, which they're connected by a roadway. There's actually other islands that you can only get to by boat called Upper Captiva and also Caye Costa. Those are areas that we'll actually visit with my family. It's a fun experience for it. We also have Fort Myers Beach, which is under renovation right now because they got hit by the hurricane, but they had a lot of small mom and pop bars on it and restaurants, and you could also just walk to the beach from those. So that is something that is being renovated right now. There is Bonita Beach, and also Naples has beaches, which are all very nice and a great vacation spot for you to hit up. So that's something to think about. The Everglades National Park, there's a lot of different wildlife, alligators, snakes. Not too many people like snakes, but hey, they're there. But it's a different type of ecosystem than maybe where you're from, that a lot of fisheries that are down there for it. So something to think about. There's hiking trails. You can go on airboat rides, which if you don't know what an airboat is, basically it's a skinny water boat with a big fan propeller on the back, made to go in skinny water, and it won't hit anything because it's basically staying on top of the water. It can go over a little bit of land, stuff like that. You got to wear some hearing protection for it, but it's a cool experience, and if you're not familiar with them, definitely something to go try out. Something else is our culture scene. If you guys don't know, Thomas Edison and Gerald Ford actually had homes down here in Southwest Florida, actually in the downtown Fort Myers area, a very historic area that they do tours of regularly. It's pretty cool to see the history, all the tall trees and mango trees and banyan trees that are there. We have a lot of museums of the area. This place, you know, there's a big history with Indians, the Calusa Indians that used to populate certain islands here, and there's artifacts that they still have for that. Very interesting, and how they survived off clams and the fisheries that are down here for it. So it's definitely a cultural scene to check out, and it's also this area, we kind of become a melting pot. We have a lot of northern influence of places, but also southern. When I say southern, I'm talking about South America and Central America cuisines that you can find a lot of really good food that maybe if you're from where I grew up in the Midwest, we didn't have, and I've been spoiled down here with some of those cuisines, I'll tell you that. So water activities. I've said it before, if you're not getting out on the water down here, I don't know why you pick such a warm place to be. I have a little flats boat that can fit my family of 4 on it, and we'll go out, we'll do a little bit of fishing, and then we'll hit the beaches. But it's definitely something that you got to check out. Get on the water. We have the river that actually goes through the whole state, but our waterways are pretty shallow, which is kind of nice. So it's a lot of the areas maybe only 4 or 5 feet deep. You got to go pretty far to get real deep water, but there's still offshore fishing that people do. A lot of jet skis, people with sailboats. Not too much skiing. Most skiing is done in the river, not too much in the Gulf. But really the fishing down here is really good. And you have a lot of people that start getting into crabbing, and blue crab is one of them, and stone crab. So those are something to think about when you're down here, is our fishing and water activities. All right, so golfing, right? This is always hard for me because I'm not a real big golfer. I've done it. It's just not my thing, but we have some pristine golf courses down here. Actually, one of the guys I went to high school with, and we were best friends, we still stay close to this day, he comes down every now and then with his friends from Chicago just to golf. So it's definitely an attraction for people. There's lots of golf courses throughout the Southwest Florida area. They're pretty popular and been in big-time tournaments. I can't quote them all because that's not necessarily a hobby of mine, but it's definitely something to think about if you're coming down here, is our golfing community. So I just kind of went over the top 5 things that are going on right now in 2023 in Southwest Florida that I think you should really check out. You probably would enjoy. But I want to let you know that if you're looking to buy or sell in 9 days or 90 days, do me a favor, shoot me a text, give me an email, book a call with me. I'd love to show you around town. Until then, talk soon.